Everybody dance now. Yeah. Hello, children. My name is BananaNeil, and I'm a lion. And I'm currently working with my new fancy, awesome camera. And I'm just now getting used to the fact that it doesn't have automatic focusing during video. Start out a little blurry and then come into picture. I apologize. A little while ago, you guys sent me some love stories to my email, and I was thinking that it could be a good idea to read them in a video. So here we go. Please do keep in mind that these are not my love stories. They're yours. When I was younger, the majority of my relationships found their root on the internet. And I met this guy on a pen pal website. We started talking and pretty soon fell in love. First it was microphones and then cameras, and then we talked on the phone. Looking back, he was definitely my first love. At one point I felt like being in a long distance relationship was way too hard on me, and so I broke it off. I wanted him to have the freedom to date whoever he wanted, and pretty soon he did. Started dating some girl. And then about a year and a half after we broke up, he and his family were coming through my Providence on a road trip. And he managed to convince them to stay in my town for the night so that he'd have time to visit me. He picked me up, took me shopping, hung out with one of my friends, and then took me back to the campground where he was staying. He played guitar for me and we grilled hot dogs and played badminton. Just like all nights do, it came to an end. He took me back to my place to drop me off. We sat in the car for a couple minutes, you know, awkward silences and things. As soon as I started to leave, he leaned over and gave me a big kiss on my forehead. It was cute. I always feel like an idiot for not staying there with him longer. But that day, that kiss, always gives me hope that true love's out there waiting for me. I met Paul in the winter, halfway through my first year of uni. I was on the metro, and this cute blonde guy sat down next to me and just introduced himself. Ordinarily, I hate it when people do this, but he was different. Turned out he lived in my halls. I had no idea who he was, but he said he had seen me around. I don't believe in love at first sight, but there was an undeniable connection between us. Of course, he was on my mind for a little while after we said goodbye, and so I added him on Facebook. We decided to go on a drunken night out together with some mutual friends. And it was great. Weeks passed, we spent more and more time together, and I realized we had an uncanny amount in common, and we got on incredibly well. And change came with St. Patrick's Day, when we lost all our friends to huge volumes of tequila. I don't remember a lot, but I remember us kissing, and I remember going back to his room. Paul was straight, as far as I knew. I was bisexual, but not really open about it. Maybe that's what drew us together. All I know is that we didn't talk about it the next day. We pretended it didn't happen and just carried on. That was the point that I knew he could be more than a friend. And I began to fall for him. Every time he texted me, my heart would skip. Every time we chilled out together, it was like magic. We never ever slept together again. I don't think either of us ever got drunk enough to instigate it. Though, on occasion we'd crash at his place and we'd just sleep together. It wasn't really a big thing, but to me it was the best thing. At the end of the academic year, Paul got with this girl he'd met in the club. This wasn't unusual. We never really acknowledged that there was much between us unless we were both really drunk. And despite my feelings for him, I never really knew how he felt. Paul and the girl went home together that night. This time, however, Paul and the girl started to see each other, and it started to look like it was going to be a permanent thing. I threw myself out there. I thought love was supposed to count for something, but in this case it didn't. For him, it had just been a phase that he had outgrown, and for me, it hadn't. I had to learn the hard way that love could be the thing that would make you feel happier than anything, but could also be the cause of you feeling worse than you ever have before. It didn't matter how much I loved him. It would never be the way I wanted it to. And in time, I got over it. We were still friends, but not as good as it used to be. It still hurts sometimes, but it's always getting better. But most importantly, even though it was for the shortest time, I can say that I felt that way about someone. I'm even grateful for him. But as much pain as he caused in my life, for a while he made me feel about somebody in a way I didn't know that I could. So I go forward, knowing the scars will heal and things will get better, hoping that one day I'll find it again. So cute. I am a lion. And if you guys have love stories, you can send them to my email at banananeil@gmail.com. That is, if you guys want to see more of these videos. I don't know, you should let me know what you think in the comments and stuff. I'm kind of excited about this idea, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and things. I don't know. I won Confession King for King of the Web last month, and I'm gonna buy an awesome new lens for my camera because you guys are the coolest people in the world ever. And my friend Zach is gonna run this month, so if you guys want to vote for him, do that. If you would like to vote for me and help me win the category of which I am in this month, you should do that also. I don't know, there's a link below if you want. Go be awesome and stuff and things. Go become an astronaut. That's what you should do. Bye.